to keep the Chicago Bears. Our Paris Schutz digging into that question, working the phones and trying to figure out some answers for us
and the texting, too. You know, it's starting to sound like Boy Who Cried Wolf here, Allison, because we're in the same position. As long as there's no contract signed, there's no land acquired in Indiana, Illinois is still in the game. There's still time on the clock. But today's press conference indicates that it's Hail Mary time, and Illinois officials are going to have to get their Hail Mary play ready, a big play. Governor Pritzker today says he is still in dialogue with the team.
We're talking to them about various provisions and things that they may need, things that the state might be able to provide for them, and answering questions in the process.
The thing is, the situation's muddled in Illinois, so Kevin Warren says there's no offer on the table. Not entirely true. There's two possible plans. There's the bill that passed the House. It gives the Bears the property tax certainty that they've looked for, but they said those payments were still too high. They wanted the House to go back and take a look at it. Then the Senate rejected the bill outright. They passed their own bill that would create a public stadium authority. The Bears would pay to build the stadium, but then the government would own the stadium, meaning the Bears would pay no property taxes on it. Still, McCaskey and Warren say no go yet.
I don't know why it hit a dead end in Springfield, but we've been very clear for the last couple of years. The things that we've always needed is property tax certainty.
We felt we had presented a pretty compelling case that a stadium in Arlington would be beneficial not only for the village of Arlington Heights, but for the community and for the entire state.
All right, let's say this is a negotiating tactic. What would Illinois need to do to basically box out Indiana and win the Bears back?
Basically, according to sports stadium consultant Mark Gannis, Illinois legislative leaders have to act like they have to pick up the phones right now. They have to call the Bears. They have to start negotiating a bill that could pass in the fall veto session. Gannis says he believes the House should pass the Senate bill, the one that gives the Bears a sports stadium authority. The Bears would have to pay to build it, but then not pay any property taxes on it. He says it may be enough time if the Bears act in their November veto session.
Contracts haven't been signed yet, so the fat lady hasn't sung yet. But again, there needs to be a demonstration by the legislative leaders that they actually want to do this. Not just pass the buck to the Bears. The Bears already told them what they need.
So we did reach out to Senator Bill Cunningham, who sponsored that Senate bill. He says there has been no meaningful progress since the legislature adjourned May 31st. But after the election, they all go back for their veto session where it takes a supermajority. And by the way, Republicans in the state were willing to vote for that Senate bill. So there are possibly the votes there. Well, because it's the Chicago Democratic lawmakers that were blocking this. So if the Democratic leaders want to bring in Republicans, it does seem like there are votes there. It's a question of will right now. Who has the will to get this across the goal line?
And the Bears are saying this is the time. So maybe they're trying
to get
that. But they said that. Remember,
they said summer was the time. Well, we're almost done with summer.
Okay.
So November is the real time, okay?
Let's hope it doesn't take till December.
All right.
Thank you, Paris.
You got it.